Hi, this is Tom Roberts. Thanks for visiting my website. Sunny Southern California. Surfing, Disneyland, Hollywood. Living here was my daydream when I was a bored high school student back in Arkansas. It's my home now. My journey here was filled with detours, some of them tragic. Along the way, I fought two neurological diseases: bipolar disorder, a genetic mental illness caused by a dysfunction of certain neurotransmitters or chemical messengers in the brain, and multiple sclerosis, a disease of the central nervous system. Every morning I wake with the fear that something else will hurt or some other part of my body will stop working. MS left me partially blind with periods of unbearable pain. It altered the way I think, my mobility, and threatens even more damage. This website is not about MS. It is about the difference in the public's view of physical and that of mental illness. Each illness is in a 3-pound organ inside of our skulls. The public's view of mental illness, however, is far different. There is a general opinion that people with a mental illness are either violent or unstable. I was afraid to tell my employers I had bipolar disorder because I was afraid they might find an excuse to terminate me. I had not been diagnosed with MS during my working years, so I couldn't use that as an excuse for poor performance or frequent absences. Fear of stigma is the primary reason people with a mental illness don't get professional help by a psychiatrist or psychotherapist. The results are shocking. One suicide every 12.8 minutes in the U.S. There are nearly 600,000 people who are homeless on any given night in the United States, and many of them have an untreated mental illness, and our jails and prisons have become mental institutions. There are 3 times more seriously mentally ill persons in jails than in hospitals here in the U.S., largely due to the criminalization of mental illness and inadequate community mental health services. I've just described insanity in modern civilization. Our society is insane. As Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Stop stigmatizing mental illness. The key to stopping stigma starts with education. That's what I do as a public speaker as I tell my story.
We're all guilty. Every person who is told what they thought was a funny joke about the loonies in the state hospital, they're guilty. In the spirit of Nazi concentration camp survivor Elie Wiesel, in his speech to the accepting the Nobel Peace Prize, I swore never to be silent whenever and wherever a human being endures pain, suffering, and humiliation. We have to take sides. Neutrality only aids the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor and never the tormented.